Working on the 7.3 and the old F250 today, and checking glow plugs. I checked the ohms and this one seemed to be good, but I got some bad ones, so I was just going to pull them out and replace them, and then I thought I'd check it, just kind of check them with the battery, see how it went. This one, obviously still good. Starts smoking immediately. Oh, little flame. That one's still good, but I know for sure there's at least 2 of them that are bad, so we're gonna pull those ones out, and we'll test those ones too, just to see if my readings were wrong and they actually are good, or if I actually know what I'm doing. We'll see. Now luckily none of these are seized up at all. I just got it out. We're gonna test this one. Nothing at all. Now this one didn't even read anything on the multimeter, so I assumed internally it's busted. So I'm gonna check the rest of them and try to see which ones are bad. I've already got new ones coming, so I'm just gonna take the bad ones out for now and see if that does it when I replace them. So from what I understand from good old trusty YouTube, is you put one on some metal, or then I got it hooked up to the negative of the battery, and take your positive and you just put it right on top. Hold on. You put it on top of the plug. And you should see this one's not doing anything either, so this one's probably bad. We'll test a different one, see if we can get it. We put it on top of the plug. Oh, that's the problem. My negative came off. I'll set this up here in the battery. Alright, you got it on the battery. You put this on top, and I believe you're supposed to get around 2. So this one we know is good, or at least it works. It's right at 2. So let's test this one back here. So this one's doing nothing, which is what the other bad one did. Test the next one up here. Let's see what this one does. So from what I understand, anything that high is also bad. Alright. This one I think might be good. That one looks good. So the 2 back ones so far are bad. Got this next front one. And that one seems good. Just over here. That one's good. So we got these 2 back ones we got to pull out that are bad. And the rest appear to be good. Alright, just gonna double check myself here. Yep, it is bad. So, you want it to be around 2 ohms on the multimeter. If it's reading nothing, or if it's reading way higher, then you got a bad glow plug. So this is the one that read high, and it did actually work a little bit, but it worked funny, and now I don't think it's gonna work. But only the bottom part lit up hot, and I don't know if you can tell, but it appears that the top is a bit swollen, and so it is bad, but it did slightly work. Another thing I'm not real too confident about is these plugs. I mean, technically I think it'll work still if it'll focus here, but I think I am going to try and replace these as soon as I can, because none of them are really looking spectacular. I mean, they're just so old that they're just crumbling apart. So that's the next thing to do. I did test this relay. I didn't put it in the video, but the relay actually seems to be working. And so with these old trucks, they relied heavy on the relay, so I don't know the technicals, but if you had a couple bad glow plugs, the relay will just click, 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 and it won't actually heat anything up. And that's what mine was doing. And I had 3 total bad. So hopefully those come soon. I don't know if you can see here. Hard to see. I'll get them up in the light maybe. You can see how that one is quite swollen compared to the other one. And the one that was swollen was the one that had a really high resistance number. And the other one that isn't swollen read nothing. So I don't know what that means, but that's just something else. So gotta wait on the glow plugs, hopefully next day or two. Probably gonna order new caps. I gotta get this cap back on the relay, and we'll see what else we can get into. Alright, so I started working on trying to get the horn going, and then it turned out I needed a relay. So I just went down to the store to buy a relay, and then I thought, well, I'm here, maybe I'll just pick up some glow plugs. So they actually did have some, so I picked up some new glow plugs. So I'm gonna try to throw these in now, I think, and see if it'll work and start up. I had more coming on the way, and I think I'll just keep those as some backups, and then I'll work on this relay after I get these in. Be sure to never seize these bad boys up, because I don't want to be fighting them someday trying to get these out of here. Actually, I want to look at the old ones, make sure I got... Alright, as far as I can tell, the old and new do look to be the same. I was a little worried because this originally had a 6.9 engine in it, and apparently that went bad and they threw a 7.3 in. I wasn't sure in the year, but I imagine with the 7.3s it'll go from 88 to, I'm not sure, 90 something. So I think I'm pretty safe, probably like 92, 93. So I think I'm pretty safe as long as I get something for 7.3 in that time frame. Everything should be about the same, but I was a little worried. So let's put this in here. All right, we got all the glow plugs in, I believe. Had a little trouble with one not wanting to go down, but I think they're all in, so we're gonna try turn the key and see if they work. All right, let's see if this will click or if it'll hold. I'm already off to a much better start. So when that's bad, I guess we'll just click, click, just like that. So we still got some sort of problem. One other must be giving us an issue. Can't always get it on the first try, I guess. All right, I messed around with one of them that I thought might give me an issue, and so far it seems to be working. I'm gonna let it go through this one more cycle here and see if that'll help get the truck fired up. Because with this not working, the truck has no desire to start whatsoever. All right, let's try this out. Not looking good. We'll try one more. My block heater is also not working. So that's a whole nother issue. So it's only about 20 some degrees today, so not looking great for this truck to start. All right, cycle's just about done. We're gonna give it one more go. We're not getting nothing. Well, I was hopeful. Guess the next thing to do is get that block heater going. Well, I had to get running. That's pretty good. My tack wasn't working. I took the I don't know, the sensor out of the motor up there, cleaned it all off, put it back in. Working like it should now. So that's one thing accomplished. Now I have no idea how this works, but I'm pretty sure I've got the correct voltage. It's just not reading in here. So I gotta look into that. Alright, it's now dark out. Time to call it a day. We had a mildly successful day today. We got the glow plugs changed. I think after getting the rest going, another one might have gone bad, so I have to check that again tomorrow to see if there's another one that's bad, because relay started clicking again after it worked a few times, so we're going to check that again tomorrow. We got the voltage mostly figured out, so it is charging now. Was not able to get the horn going even with that relay. I think probably the horn itself is jammed up, because this has been sitting for roughly at least 2 years, and before that it barely ran, so we got a lot more to do, but mildly successful. It's running. I got the tachometer working, so pretty happy with today, and we'll see what we can do next.